Jesus said, "Man cannot live on bread alone, but from every word that proceeds from the mouth of God." You're listening to Daily Truth.
We live in a world that hates men. Hates men. Constantly accusing them as the source of all kinds of different evil. That men are the problem. If you see masculinity, what is it? It's toxic masculinity. One of the things that Michael Foster, a friend of mine, has told men when they ask for advice, just practical advice, he says, just find a magazine, and it could be Vogue or something like, written by the world, by pagans, or usually just as good, it could be written by Beth Moore or Russell Moore or, Christianity Today or the Gospel Coalition, because they have the same virtues as Vogue. But find a magazine that's written specifically for women, and then just follow that as a man. Right? Because their steps for women is take ambition and say no to this and don't feel guilty about that and be direct and just follow the world's advice, aka also Big Eva, because they're in lockstep with the world. Follow their advice for women. And likewise, you could say, if you're a woman and you're trying to please the Lord, just look at what the evangelical church has told men to do for the last 50 years and follow that. Right? What does the church do with a rambunctious little boy? Tells him to be quiet and gentle. What does the Bible say? A quiet and gentle spirit is beautiful to the Lord. In a woman. In a woman. That's how backwards things have been. So because of Christ conquering victory, the tyrants can't just go and kill all the boys. Not blatantly, not obviously. So they do it in other ways. They do it by elevating as a virtue what the Scripture would call a vice, elevating what the Scripture calls a vice, a virtue, trying to detract and just wither away masculine, good, godly ambitions, like starting a family, marrying young, indoctrination in schools, abortion, health, the whole 9 yards. As Christians, we should resist these things.
All right. Stop twisting my arm. I know you want to hear the inside scoop. Here it is, the glorious vision of Right Response Ministries for the first half of next year, 2023. We have not one, not two, but 3 massive endeavors that we will accomplish by the grace of God. The first you already know about. It's our Theonomy and Postmillennialism Conference, May 5th, 6th, and 7th, with James White, Joe Boot, Gary DeMar, Dale Partridge, and yours truly, Pastor Joel Webbon. This is selling out incredibly fast. By the time this commercial airs, you may not even be able to get a ticket. I really don't know. So don't waste another moment. Go to rightresponseconference.com, rightresponseconference.com to join us for the Theonomy and Postmillennialism Conference next year. Now, this is where you come in. We need your help. Our next 2 endeavors are, number 1, a documentary-style film, and number 2, a brand new studio. Both of these things are seeking to accomplish one primary goal, which is excellent, high-quality, glorious Christian media. We are tired of as Christians doing things poorly. We've done our best with what we have, but by God's grace, we want to do even better. This is not going to be just another video. This is not going to be a sermon or an interview or a podcast, but we're going to make a documentary-style film. And we're going to be hiring Nathan Anderson, the director of On Earth as It Is in Heaven, a very, very successful post-millennialism documentary that's on Amazon and YouTube, came out a couple years ago. He's going to be flying in from Chile to help us direct this film. And our documentary is going to be on postmillennialism and theonomy, why it's biblically valid, why it's absolutely necessary, and why, by the grace of God, theonomy and postmillennialism are currently on the rise. So we're going to make this film, and we need your support. And not just this film, but we're going to make all of our videos and podcasting and everything we do here at Right Response Ministries better. We want to achieve the highest level of quality and Christian excellence that we possibly can. That's where the new studio comes in. This new film, Our date that we're shooting for is that it would be complete and publicly available in May or June of 2023, next year. The studio, our goal is that it would be completely done in its construction and the equipment and the setup and the stage and everything by January, February of 2023, next year. We need your prayers. We need your encouragement. And for those of you who are willing to do so, we need your generous support. You can give towards these endeavors by going to rightresponseministries.com/donate. Again, that's rightresponseministries.com/donate. Thank you so much for all your help. God bless.